taxes. What's it like to pay taxes? I wouldn't know. Just kidding. I love paying taxes. Ooh, wait. When the tax man shows up and says, it's taxes time, I say, oh, is it that time already? And then I stretch one long leg languidly over the other one, and I flash my panties, and I say, I hope you don't take my money. In case of investigation, I don't know anyone here. In case of investigation, I pay my taxes every single year, and I love to pay my taxes. And last year, I had a tax person who, by the way, did I tell you guys the story? I think I did pre-raid, but I don't know if I did post-raid. I had a tax guy, and I was like,
Snotstein.
Okay, thank you for your contributions. I had a tax guy, and he was like, oh, so you do Twitch? And I was like, And he was like, that's so cool. That's so awesome. I want to do Twitch someday. And I was like, okay, this guy's making like a lot of conversation about the fact that I do Twitch, but like I have to give him like this information because he's literally doing my taxes for me. And he's like, I really want to get into posting content on TikTok. And I said to him, I said, you know what? Just TikTok wasn't the best for me, but wherever you want to make your platform, just go ahead and start posting. You can make it exist right now and you can make it good later. The first thing that you have to do is not overthink it. You just have to submit it and go. And he's like, I used to work at a mall kiosk where I worked at like this cell phone company and I wasn't happy there. And then I got an offer to work at this company and I'm not happy here either. And I said, that's okay. You could just while you're working this job, you could just take the leap of faith and you could start uploading content. And he's like, I really want to make like content aimed at like making people like showing streamers like what they could do to file their own taxes, since I have the knowledge to do that. And I also have the interest in Twitch and I have the interest in online streaming communities. And I was like, that's a perfect niche. I think that would be very, very valuable. I think you should do that. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to upload my first short tomorrow. I said, that's great. He said, let's file the rest of your taxes this Thursday. I said, that sounds awesome. Thursday comes around. I'm waiting for the time slot we reserved. Nothing. I wait, an hour passes. 2 hours pass. 3 hours pass. And I go, hey, are you around? And then I get a message from TurboTax. Your tax guy is unfortunately no longer with us. Would you like us to match you with another expert that can help you meet your needs? I inspired him out of the business. I inspired him to quit. He fucking left. You killed him. Dude, he was gone. He left. And he didn't even say bye to me or anything. She got him fired? I don't know. How'd you fumble the TurboTax guy? Wait, what if it's a lie and he does work with? What if he didn't want to do my taxes, so they lied for safety and they said, you know what? You're right. Do your own taxes. I didn't because I don't know how streamer taxes work and I really don't want to get it audited. I don't want my fragile, pale, my pasty little vanilla strawberry skin to get audited. It would have hurt so bad. I'd probably scar, bites my lip. So I really don't want that to happen to me. I'm really scared. I'm scared of the tax man. They were listening and took him out back. Oh my fucking God, you're right. He's like, you know what? I'm going to get out of this corporate machine. And I said, good for you, Jerry, or whatever. And he was like, I'm going to do it. Tomorrow, I'm going to take the first step into bettering my life. I'm not going to be ground by the gears anymore. I'm going to be my own person. And I said, go, Gary, you do it. You do that thing. And he was like, I'll talk to you later. And then he hung up and he smiled to himself and let his eyes lightly shut, knowing that he had some destination in the future, knowing the next steps he wanted to take for a long time. He took his headphones off and he sat them on his desk and he just sat there in his dark room, bathed in the blue light of his computer monitor, thinking to himself, I think that this might be the beginning of something good. And he was so distracted by his own hope and hubris that he couldn't hear the footsteps of a dark shadow encroaching behind him. A man with a TurboTax fucking name tag approaching from over one shoulder. And only when he heard the soft click of a gun cocking did he realize that something was wrong. But he didn't even have time to turn around before it was an explosion of white and stars and he got shot in the head and died! Did Crelly get Gary unalived? Don't you think it's a little soon? Hi, Crelly, why are you like this? You mean getting tax guys killed on accident? My bad. My bad. But I inspired him! And wouldn't you say that I gave him... Wouldn't you say... Hold on. And wouldn't you guys say that I gave him something to believe in? I gave him freedom in his last moment. And sure, he died. Sure, he didn't get to live any further. He didn't get to feel the soft hand of his daughter held in his own as he takes her to the carnival or walks her down the aisle because he died. And sure, his family might grieve. And sure, there'll never be another like him. And he would have changed so many lives if his timing was just a little bit different. If he had just gone out of his way and tried to change himself a little bit less publicly, not encouraged to say his plans outright under the unblinking eye of Big Boss. But wouldn't you say in that last moment that he was freer than he's ever been
Crelly,
before?
this apology could have come from Jim Jones.
He was freer than he's ever been before. And don't you think that's beautiful? Don't you think that's beautiful? I think I gave him freedom, even if I may have given him death. Thoughts? Press 1 for pretty good. May he rest in peace. You fucking killed him. Shut up. You're phrasing it in a negative way. You're phrasing it negatively. What is death if not? What is death if not just an opportunity to die? And to be reincarnated as a furry. You know what I mean? Like, you could be a wolf or something, and then you could be like, oh my god, I'm a fucking wolf. Like, imagine like dying, and then you get reincarnated, and you're a wolf, and then you look down and you see that you're making paw prints in the snow, and you feel the wind blowing against your skin, but it's not skin at all, it's fur. And you don't even feel the chill of it at all. You feel fully insulated by your nice warm coat. And then you start to move around, and you start to realize how fast you are, and you start running. You start running like a wolf, and then you get in your four-legged sprint, and you're like, I feel so free right now. I turned the tax man into a wolf, and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? I gave him freedom, and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? You know what? Run free, Gary. Run free. Go, Gary, go. You're such an inspiration. You're such an inspiration to all of us. And I bet if you didn't cancel our appointment on Thursday, which I've actually kind of hurt feelings about, I think we probably would have made beautiful, beautiful taxes together. But you canceled on me, so we didn't do that. I believe in you, Gary. I think I called him Jerry at first, and then I rewrote history. My bad. I don't have the greatest memory. Why is he an inspiration again? Because he.
Crelly, I hope this totally real former taxman somehow found his way to the stream, just to hear his own story.
Press 1 if you're my tax man. Whoa, hi Gary. Hi Gary. Hi Gary. Hi Gary. Hi. Hi Gary. Hi Gary. Hi Gary. Hi Gary. Hi. I'm sorry that you canceled on me, probably because I was annoying and I went over our interview time because like I was enjoying talking to you and I felt like I was being an inspiration to you, and it just like it seemed like you were giving all the conversational cues of like, yes, keep going, like I'm feeling inspired. Like maybe I'm autistic and I don't understand what those are, but like maybe I'm just a little bit silly and I do understand what those are, and you were giving me the right cues and you did get assassinated. And if that's the case, then I'm really sorry that you got assassinated, and I thought your headphones were really cool. They had RGB and they looked like real gamer headset, and I thought it was awesome, and goodbye forever because you died. He died to become content. Such is the fate as anyone who crosses my path looks at you.